The Gospel of Mary Magdalene presents a revolutionary view of early Christianity, where Mary is not merely a follower, but a leader and confidant of Jesus, even suggested as his spiritual equal. This narrative shifts the concept of salvation from strict adherence to external laws to inner spiritual knowledge, viewing sin as ignorance to be overcome through understanding. The text challenges male-dominated leadership and emphasizes Mary's significant role, leading to its suppression by early church leaders as heresy. Hidden for centuries, the Gospel of Mary raises questions about why it was so threatening to the early church. Was it due to the redefinition of sin and salvation, the challenge to male authority, or the bold claim of Mary's prominent role? Exploring these mysteries uncovers what this forbidden text reveals about Mary, Jesus, and the earliest days of Christianity. This powerful narrative urges us to reflect on whether these revolutionary teachings should remain buried or be brought to light. Mary Magdalene is portrayed as Jesus' teacher of his secret wisdom and rivaling the apostles in authority. This threatened the male-dominated hierarchy of early Christianity, leading to its suppression as heresy. Written in the 2nd century within a Gnostic community, the Gospel reflects a diverse spiritual climate. Found in fragments in the late 19th century, its authorship remains unknown. The early church excluded it for emphasizing inner spiritual authority and challenging patriarchal norms. The text suggests Christianity based on personal faith, inner wisdom, and female leadership. While the canonical Bible shows Mary as a devout follower and the first witness to the resurrection, the Gospel of Mary elevates her to unparalleled spiritual authority. Its radical ideas left much of Mary's story untold, obscured by misconceptions. The Gospel challenges us to reconsider her place in early Christianity. After Jesus' discussion about sin and spiritual liberation, Mary leads the disciples with her private teachings and reveals a vision of the soul's ascent to spiritual realms. This astonishes the disciples and creates tension with Peter, who questions her authority. Levi defends her, showing that the text is a revolutionary challenge to the early church's hierarchy and patriarchal structures. This portrayal positions Mary as a teacher of divine truth, directly challenging the authority of male apostles. The canonical Gospels raise questions about the potential evolution of Christianity had this text been included in the canon. The Gospel emphasizes self-awareness, spiritual liberation, and transcending the material world, challenging traditional doctrines. In this text, Mary's vision of the soul's ascent through spiritual realms confronts forces of ignorance and desire, affirming the soul's divine nature. The Gospel aligns with Gnostic traditions, emphasizing spiritual enlightenment and rejecting the material world, diverging sharply from traditional Christianity's focus on physical resurrection. Central to its teachings is gnosis, or spiritual knowledge, which must be discovered within oneself, challenging the early church's hierarchical structures. The Gospel prioritizes personal experience over institutional authority, unsettling early church leaders seeking a unified doctrine. This vision of salvation through personal enlightenment undermines the need for priests, sacraments, or the church itself. Additionally, portraying Mary as the primary recipient of Jesus' teachings challenged male-dominated leadership, suggesting spiritual authority is tied to understanding rather than gender or rank. This radically different vision led to the Gospel's suppression by the early church. If you've enjoyed the video so far, please support me by liking the video and feel free to share it with others if you'd like. The Gospel emphasizes self-awareness, spiritual liberation, and transcending the material world, challenging traditional doctrines. In this text, Mary's vision of the soul's ascent through spiritual realms confronts forces of ignorance and desire, affirming the soul's divine nature. The Gospel aligns with Gnostic traditions, emphasizing spiritual enlightenment and rejecting the material world, which starkly contrasts with traditional Christianity's focus on physical resurrection. One of its central concepts is gnosis, or spiritual knowledge, which must be discovered within oneself. This challenges the hierarchical structures of the early church and prioritizes personal experience over institutional authority, unsettling early church leaders seeking a unified doctrine. Mary Magdalene's secret teachings from Jesus emphasize inner truth and spiritual enlightenment, offering a personal path to salvation. Her vision of the soul's journey through spiritual realms, confronting ignorance and desire, contrasts with traditional views of resurrection. This gospel challenges the Church's role as a mediator, presenting redemption as an internal journey without institutional mediation. Mary faces resistance, particularly from Peter, highlighting early Christianity's struggles over authority and gender roles. As Jesus' closest confidant, Mary comforts the apostles and shares her vision, asserting her authority. Peter's skepticism leads to a confrontation, with Levi defending Mary and suggesting that authority is based on spiritual understanding, not gender or rank. This conflict reflects broader struggles within early Christianity over leadership and doctrine. In the Gospel of Mary, she is portrayed as a prominent figure challenging the patriarchal norms and institutionalization of early Christianity. As a leader and bearer of profound truths, her role contrasts with Peter's orthodoxy, highlighting the theological differences between institutional control and spiritual enlightenment. The Gospel of Mary emphasizes inner knowledge and personal transformation over external rituals, presenting salvation as an internal journey. This view threatens the hierarchical structure of the Church, leading to Mary's marginalization in the canonical Gospels. The rediscovery of the Gospel of Mary in 1896 shed new light on the diverse traditions within early Christianity and highlighted the significant role of women.